impressive was LeBron James?
Look, I know Skip's going to harp on the 5 missed free throws, the 8 turnovers, but LeBron was great. All right, I give him like an A-. He had this game, even though the first game one when he had the 23, 17, 16, first time that's ever been done, that may have been more impressive statistically, but this was a far better game. And what I liked about it from LeBron, and you guys know I was saying this all last week, he was aggressive as a scorer. I thought he read the game much better. So instead of coming out and just getting everybody involved, even if they're not doing anything, he saw that Anthony Davis not giving me anything. All right, Anthony Davis, 6 points in the first half. So LeBron took over himself, 22 points in the first half. Finally, Anthony Davis wakes up in the second half and gives LeBron some help. And then LeBron closes the game out at the end with 7 points in the last 3 minutes. He had his 3-ball going. He was at the rim all night, which I love. He's got to stay at the rim. And he didn't get much help. You know, he got a little bit of help from the supporting cast outside of AD. But the bench, I think, hit 1 3-pointer as total. But because he was so aggressive offensively, they didn't need the bench to do as much. So I thought LeBron was great. This is just what the doctor ordered for them to close the Blazers out in short order.
Well, had AD made his free throws, I mean, the thing is that he was getting fouled. If he had made his free throws in the first half, it would have looked a lot differently. He had 11 or 12 points instead of the 5 points. But the thing is that what we're seeing is that LeBron James and AD are getting are getting the Blazers in foul trouble. Melo again had 5, Nurkic 5, Trent Jr. 4, Whiteside 3. And so because they can't stop LeBron from going to the basket without fouling him, now they're in foul trouble. And Nurkic, he can't. You're asking a man 7 foot tall, 300 pounds, that's just been back about 2 months to try to play 35, 40 minutes. That's impossible. Whiteside can't play the amount of minutes that they need them on the court. You got Dame that's been playing 42, 43, 44 minutes over the last 3 weeks, along with CJ. They had Melo out there for 43 minutes. I don't care. That's unsustainable. And if you look at down the stretch, a lot of Dame jumpers, they were hitting the front of the rim. Tells me his legs are getting weary, playing the amount of minutes. But when you got LeBron being in aggressive mode, like he was, says, I'm going to the basket. Gary Trent Jr., you're going to foul me. Melo, you're going to foul me, and you're going to put me on the free throw line. I agree with you. I would like to see him shoot a higher percentage, but that's okay. And AD, when AD leave his dressing room, he needs to go back and look at the mirror and says, you know what? I'm a generational talent. I'm about to murk everybody that guards me, be it Melo, be it Nurkic, be it Whiteside, be it Gabriel. It does not matter. You can't see me tonight. AD got in the second half and said, you know what? Let me put this ball in the rack. Oh, you missed it. I get it. Dunk at home and one. Dunk on Nurkic and one. And then something happened on the way. That old mid-range. You know, he the master of the mid-range. Old mid-range AD. Started letting them have it, Skip. That's a thing of beauty, wasn't it, Skip? That was a thing of beauty, wasn't it, Skip? And LeBron hit that 3 and held it up there. It ran down court and shook his head, Chris. He said, no, it ain't your day today. It ain't your day today, Skip Bayless. It's not your day.
My turn. I am not impressed with one thing that LeBron James nor Anthony Davis do against the Portland Trail Blazers. I want everybody to notice what just happened over on the eastern side of the bracket. The Toronto Raptors just destroyed the Brooklyn Nets 4 straight games by an average of 21 points a game. That was the same Brooklyn team that took Portland to the wire, and Karis LeVert had a shot on C.J. McCollum to win the game. And fortunately for Portland, it didn't go in, because if it had gone in, they would have been out of the playoffs where they belonged. They came to the bubble 29-37. They are now 35-39. I predicted from day one this would be an easy sweep for the Lakers, and it should have been. It was shameful. LeBron had the basketball in his hands, 6 points up with 7 minutes to go in game one, and upchucked it. There's no reason for that. The Trailblazers have come as far as they can come, and they are basically dead in the water, because I keep waiting for this. I don't know what happened to Dame time. I keep hearing he's special.
Yes.
Special what? Special K for breakfast? I don't know, because LeBron just has this for breakfast. In the fourth quarter, I couldn't tell. He went 1 for 6 in the fourth quarter, did Damian Lillard 0 for 4 from 3, and one of them hit the backboard without touching the rim. I'm thinking, wait a second, where's Dame time? Where is this? Because I'm looking at the 3 fourth quarters against the Lakers so far. He's shooting 31% from 31% and a big 33% from 3. I told you last year against Golden State, 4 straight fourth quarters with no KD. He shot 31% from the field and 29 from 3. And I kept saying, well, this is your opportunity. Show me. Come, just bring it. One night, take over a game the way I've just watched Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray. They take over every game they play against each other. They're the real Damian Lillards. If you want Dame time, watch those two play. Because that's some clutch distance shooting by those two young men.
Your expectations for them are just low. If you're going to sit here and say Jamal Murray is as good as Damian Lillard?
I am. I see it every night on the big stage, on the playoff stage. Chris, have you been watching those two kids?
Yes.
They're 1, 2, and fourth quarter scoring. They're unbelievable from distance. They got mid-range. They can attack the rim. They got the whole package. And I keep waiting. Show me clutch, Damian Lillard. I just keep waiting for one time. Show me where you took over a game the way Donovan took over last night or Jamal took over in a previous game. They just take it home all the way through overtime.
Jamal Murray isn't the focal point of that offense.
Well, he is down the stretch.
The opponent's defense. Jokic is the focal point, and Jokic is the passer.
Chris, have you been watching these games?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. These two kids are putting on shows where I'm just saying, that is extraordinary, both of them.
Skip, he has been great. Jamal Murray. And you notice I haven't said anything about Donovan Mitchell because Donovan Mitchell has been special. And so is Murray, but you're going to react to 2 games from Murray or a few games from Jamal Murray when you wouldn't give Dame any props for when he averaged 51 and 9 over the last 3 games of the bubble.
Chris, I saw Jamal do it against my Spurs last year in Game 7. He just took over the fourth quarter and made the shot of shots to win the game.
Your Spurs were terrible.
Okay, but
Y'all didn't make the
so are
playoffs.
the Portland Trailblazers, who are dangerously dependent upon 2 3-point shooters. That's what you got.
That's their offense.
Okay, that's it.
That's their offense, though.
Okay? Show me, take it over, just shoot up a storm. Shoot the lights out one night.
You know he's overmatched in this series.
So let me.
He should not
Overmatched? I thought he was a superstar.
Chris, I just want to know one thing. I just want to know the 2 players that Jamal Murray is facing on the Nuggets and Donovan Mitchell is facing on. Jamal Murray is facing on Utah and vice versa. Mitchell facing on the Nuggets. That's better than AD and LeBron. Which 2 players?
Okay, but they're just going head to head, just shooting the lights out every night. If you sit back and watch it, you say, why doesn't Damian Lillard ever do that?
I've seen him do it.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying that. That thought never crossed my mind.
Well, it crossed mine the last 2 nights that I watched them all the way home.
I watched him score.
Look, Murray is good. I like him, but you've just gone out of bounds to say he's better.
I'm in bounds. No, I'm saying show me something. Chris, again, how can you defend 31% from the floor in 3 fourth quarters against the Lakers? That's pathetic.
Skip, there's more
I
to the
thought
game
that's
than
not
fourth
superstar.
quarter. Hold on, there's more to the game. Skip, there's more to the game than just the fourth quarter. Had he not been so spectacular, they're blown out in the beginning to begin with. If LeBron James and AD don't shoot as bad as they did from the free throw line, the Lakers as a team, this is a 20-point game.
They are not only the worst defensive team in the bubble, they might be the worst defensive team in all of basketball. Yes. They are terrible. The Lakers should score 140 a game. And what was the score of the first game? They scored, 93?
93.
What?
Well, Skip, because they don't really shoot the 3 ball from the outside well. You're absolutely right. And what the Blazers try to do, they try to outscore you. Their defense is their offense. We won a game in the 130s and 140s, and we feel with our backcourt, with a little help from Melo, we're going to be okay. But Nurkic hasn't given them that 20-20 ball game. Whiteside, outside of the first game, hasn't been as effective as he was in the first ball game. So you're asking, basically, Dame and CJ needs to somehow get to 70 in order for them to win this series.
And LeBron, as you pointed out, had the audacity late in this game, seconds left.
No.
He makes another three because he's got a rare hot hand from three. If we could see this, he makes the three, and he has the audacity to backpedal up the floor and mean mug the Portland Trailblazers.
Hit it with
Take that, Trailblazers! I got you.
That in playoff mode.
Look at this. That put the Lakers up 14 on the sorry Trailblazers. It's a mean mug. Save it at least for the next round in a real team.
We got plenty of that.
Please.
We got plenty of that.
Oh, God.
What we saving it for?
Stop it.
Chris, that's like
Lord
Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, you need to save some of that money. He's like, I got plenty of money. That's what I'm saving it for. LeBron said, I got plenty of these jumpers. Plenty of these threes. What I'm saving them for? I got
Save them for the Rockets.
Much as I'm enjoying this, I am breaking it up right now. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.